Can somebody help me with that?
Was be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may prove what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect.
Okay, please can you read verse 22?
Verse 20.
Sorry, 21.
Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good.
Okay, so what do we understand by the word addiction? Addiction is simply the condition of being unable to stop doing or practicing or stop using something and it has gone into a habit. So it can also be seen as our uncontrolled desires. What we understand by overcoming, it means to succeed in dealing with or controlling a problem. Overcoming addiction now is the ability to deal with our uncontrollable desires, is the ability to curtail those things that we know we do excessively, is the ability for us to moderate and keep in balance those things that we know that we overdo. So why do we need to overcome addiction? What are the reasons? Why do you feel that whenever you do something in excess, it's not good? First, addiction enslaves you. Can someone help me read the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 19? So that is enslaved. Whatever you feel that you cannot do without, whatever you feel that if you don't do this thing today, or it's not me, whatever you feel that okay, someone has been warning you this bad to curtail it. You don't know that when you continue doing it, it means enslaving. Now let me give you a story that I witnessed, a true life story. I had two uncles. They went to very best university. They also had jobs in Durham, a very big oil and fertilizer company in Port Harcourt. But right, shock all of us today that if you see them, they are not to talk about anymore. They were drafted into the addiction of drugs. Drugs ruined them to the extent that they sold the furniture in their father's house. Drugs ruined them to the extent that they sold a laptop. I hope you all know how much laptop costs like now. They sold it for 3,000 naira. No, not shout. No shout. They went to they sell the drugs and they don't have any cash. They were like, so how much? They're like 3,000. Okay, take my laptop. Just so what they can. And I see the effect of not being able to control your addiction. And it starts bit by bit. Secondly, it makes you to be stagnated. Can we please open to the book of Romans chapter 6, verse 16?
Yes. Surely you know that when you surrender yourself as slave to obey someone, you are in fact a slave of the master. You will be either of sin, which results in death, or of obedience, which results in being divided with God.
Thank you. So I'm going to expatiate on that point. Until you change your mindset, there's a height you can't attain. Until you remove that belief of that's how I am, I can't change. My sisters and my dear brothers, you won't move further. Instead, you move backwards. Or you remain where you are because you have refused to accept and to reject those things that are not supposed to be with you, that are not of God. And you decided to stay with things that will evaluate you. Thirdly, anything that you get addicted to weakens you. It demoralizes you. Let me use myself as an example. I was 5, 6, 7 when I started wearing glasses. But I wasn't using glasses from school. I was addicted to the screen. Laptop, phones, television, I had them all at home. Very late in the night, up 2 in the morning, I would put on my screen. And I attended. Yes. Very, very funny, but now I would until now I'm the one wearing it. And I'm not looking for me. I'm going to be using these glasses for eternity. But at least I have my life. At least I have a story to tell. It will lead to your downfall. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. Just like my uncle, I just use an example now. They were at the top. They had cars. Their salary were hundreds of thousands, but that addiction brought them from hero to zero. From something to nothing. That's what addiction can do to you. It makes you lose your productivity. Now, productivity is the measure of how efficient resources like time, labor, and material are used. When you spend, or let me use the word, when you waste your time doing things that are not productive, and then you lose the time that you have used to increase yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. In order to gain a better result and to be a better version of yourself. Yes, addiction can make you be the worst version of yourself known, even to you. But when you get rid of it, it makes it to be a better version of yourself. And you don't even need anybody to tell you that yes, I'm a. So for you to, there's a saying that goes, sometimes the painful is the gain. Sometimes you have to take painful decisions to get gainful results. So let's go over to the ways of overcoming addiction. First, you need to acknowledge your problem. You need to know that this thing I'm doing is not good. You need to know that whenever I do this, I'm not myself. There are so many things and I don't have to explain or delve into it. You have to pray for the strength to be able to